Hello, my name is Larry Hussey, and my brand is Drug Force, Drug Force web series that is on this channel, and you can watch it. And I'm hoping to have it picked up by an animation studio someday and made into a real television cartoon. Today, I get to do a victory lap. I'm calling this a victory lap. Actually, two times victory lap, kind of. The first one is a small victory lap where I have subscribed to Law by Mike, and I asked him a question about what you do if you've complained to the police and they are not processing your complaint. And I thought that that was going to be too specific a question, too hard a question. I figured he would say, "Oh no, I'm not actually your lawyer or whatever." And I'd be like, "Yeah, oh yeah, cool, whatever." But he answered my question in a YouTube short video so that everybody can benefit from the answer. The answer is tell the district attorney. That's what he says. If you know that police are doing something illegal and you complain to the police properly and they don't do anything about it, which is what they're doing now to me, and if they're doing it to me, they might be doing it to other people. That's the logic behind that, right? Um, then, hey, cool. Nice to see you, super fan. Um, so yeah, so he answered my question in a video called "What to Do If You See the Police Doing Something Illegal." It's a very good video. I just posted it as a link on top of a real post because you can't post YouTube Shorts. So that's one victory lap. The second victory lap is when I was running for City Council of Kent, Washington in 2021. One of the things I did for my first voters pamphlet entry was I said the day before Thanksgiving, Visa company started denying charges on its credit card for no reason because people's accounts were fine, but Visa was denying charges anyway and making life really difficult for people we've all adapted to, not paying cash for things anymore. And then Visa denies charges just as a negotiating tactic with their clients and stuff. And then the day before Christmas, they stopped honoring the Visa credit card. And so I searched for months, and months later, I searched and searched for, not cool. And that was here in America. And I searched and searched for it in the news. Why isn't the news reporting that Visa has done this not cool thing? They're denying charges for people who have a perfectly good account. They have money in their account, they have credit in their account. They're denying charges. And this started Thanksgiving and Christmas in 2020 and went on into 2021. And so what the rumor that I've heard now anyway is that thanks to me putting that in the voters pamphlet because I saw it wasn't in the news anywhere, that is one of the only official document records of what happened. Because now I have to say, now I'm starting the part that I have not fact checked. Okay, so you can call this rumor. This is the part I haven't not fact checked. So I heard that Visa told all of the news outlets that if you report this, we will never advertise on your station again. We will never advertise in your newspaper again. And it worked. And the weird thing is, we have public radio, we have public broadcasting, we have supposedly very private news outlets, and none of them reported that Visa was turning down purchases for people who had perfectly good credit and perfectly good money in their accounts. None of them reported it. And so NPR, fail. PBS, fail. Supposedly independent news sources like Democracy Now! Or whatever, fail. They all fail. Yours truly, I did it. Okay. I'm doing the victory lap. This is my big victory lap. I did the small victory lap. This is my big victory lap. I wrote that up in my voters pamphlet entry to run for city council member. And so that has been requested by courts, and they have used that to say, if you were hurt by a visa denying your charges that were perfectly good charges, where you had perfectly good credit and perfectly good money in your account, or whichever, whether it's debit or credit, then you need to write a letter to them. Or if they actually have customer service that you can call, which is, they don't have to have that. Okay. Credit cards, I've definitely seen, they don't have to have customer service where you can actually talk to a person. Okay. They can have nothing but a menu. And I had to write a letter to close 2 of my accounts. You have to write letters still with a stamp. And so, because they want to make it difficult. And so, write a letter to your Visa card company and put in detail, date, and amount of purchase, and what was purchased and what was not purchased, what you tried to purchase but was not purchased. Maybe not amount, but date and what you tried to purchase and was not purchased, and let them know. And they have to hear you, and they have to listen to you, and they have to do something about it. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I've heard that thanks to me writing that in the voters pamphlet and other people knowing it was true, and we even got Visa cards for COVID relief, and we couldn't use them. The only place I could use my COVID relief Visa card was at Walmart. Walmart Bank was the only bank that you could use your COVID relief Visa card. And so I started ordering groceries from Walmart, and they weren't delivering here at that time, so they were shipping. So I was ordering Shipping Diet from Walmart because, hey, I got an award from Superfan. Cool. Thank you for the award. Thank you very much. And they, yeah. So I was Walmart Bank was the only bank that was honoring the COVID Visa cards. They, I guess, were powerful enough to, or they agreed to whatever the contract negotiation tactics were, and they did it. So if you were hurt, the credit card company has to hear you in a letter, or if you can actually call them. You have 2 minutes left and your 10-minute break. That's my victory lap. One of them.